Welcome, and this is 10 signs your partner doesn't love you even if you think they do. And this is part 2, and I'm Paul Friedman, the founder of the Marriage Foundation. Welcome to our channel, and I do hope you are a subscriber. If not, now's a good time to subscribe. So we left off with number 3. Just to give you a quick recap, number 1 is your partner isn't paying attention to you unless you are paying attention to them. That's a sign. Number 2, your partner doesn't say I love you spontaneously. Why not? Part 3, your partner is doing other things all the time. They're so busy. And now number 4 is that your partner is starting to get in touch with their old flame, their old partner, their previous partner. That can't be good. You see, when we're married, when we're together, because sometimes people confuse things and they go, well, we're not legally married. Well, that doesn't matter. If you're together cohabitating, you're the same as married. Now, maybe not according to religion in God's eyes. That's up to you to decide. But from our perspective, what we have seen is that when a couple is together under one roof and they've committed to each other, they have the same issues as married couples. They also can have the same benefits as married couples. And the greatest benefit is happiness. But happiness isn't going to just appear in your, well, I'm going to call it a marriage, without you putting it in. Think of your marriage as a vessel. And there's only 2 of you in this vessel. And that means the 2 of you are the only ones who have input. You could put in positives or negatives. Think of it in terms of a vessel that you put in honey and sugar and maple syrup, or you put in sour things. What you put into this is how your marriage is going to be. We're not taught this. So many people think, well, you get married and bam, there it is. Almost like going on a ride at a theme park. But that's not the case. Nor should it be. Nor should we even imagine that to be the case, because we don't have those expectations that are truly unreasonable expectations in any other venue in our life. We know everything requires care. A plant, a car, a house, an apartment, our job, we always have to pay attention. And it's the same with our marriage. And that's what we do at the Marriage Foundation. We're trying to teach you by virtue of these videos. We have books, courses, articles. We have a lot to offer. We're nonprofit. So number 5 is that your partner is not infusing happiness into your relationship. They are just sort of dull and hanging out there. And if that's the case, again, take a look at yourself. Are you putting happiness into the vessel of your marriage? I call it the sacred space of marriage. It should be filled with happiness. Another thing to worry about, a sign if your partner is no longer in love with you, even though you think they are, would be not caring about your day, not caring about anything that's going on in your life. They're just only interested in talking about themselves, letting you know what's going on. And this is a sign that there's a detachment, a pulling away. And again, we have to always keep in mind that if we are not participating proactively and positively in our marriage, then the law of momentum will take over. It'll start tipping in an unhealthy direction, and that's not what we want. Number 7, they're very critical of you. They're not what you might call forgiving, compassionate, or understanding. But the criticism is right there. Now, this happens even when a partner still loves you. It does. Some people have the habit of being critical, and we have to kind of let that go. Only you will know in your relationship with them whether this is something that is new or whether this is just their nature. Some people are by nature. They shouldn't be. We shouldn't be ever by nature a critical person. We have control over what we say. But some people are reactive, and so they are critical. And if that's the case, then we can't consider that one a sign. But if not, if this is something that's kind of new to your relationship, and it's hurtful, and it's causing you to wonder whether they love you anymore, well, that is a cause to wonder. For number 8, I chose that they are withholding sexual intimacy. Now, this is especially true if you're a man and you're wondering if your wife still loves you because you used to have plenty of sex. You call it sex. I like to call it intimacy, making love, and it's very different. I'm not going to get into all that here. But when they start withholding it, you know, women are very careful about who they open their heart to. And there's a saying, when a woman opens her heart, she's opening her legs, and vice versa. So that is also a sign of something that should alert you. Okay, number 9. They're starting to talk about other people of your gender in a very positive way where it didn't used to happen, because in a way it's somewhat disrespectful towards you because it's showing that they have a potential interest in them. And it leads to emotional affairs, which surely is a sign that your partner no longer loves you, and one you should be very concerned with if that's the case. If that's the case, definitely go to the free trial for the course for women or course for men and see if you can start straightening your relationship out again. And that's number 9. And finally, number 10 is that they have told you in a way that tells you but isn't quite telling you that they're losing interest in you. And sometimes, oftentimes, it's very subtle because they still don't want to hurt you, unless it would be strange for them to want to hurt you. And so they're letting you know. And that's number 10. And sometimes we know, but we don't want to know. And so they have to start slowly letting us know. Now, what do you do about this? If you realize they're falling out of love with you, because let's not say that they no longer love you. Let's say they're falling out of love you. What's really happening is that the love isn't going away, but there's other things replacing that love, and that's because you're not doing your part of infusing your relationship with love, positivity, and all the things that attracted them in the first place. So that's it for this video. Again, I do hope you subscribe. I hope you like this video, and I look forward to seeing you again. God bless you. I'm Paul Friedman. Take care.